Look out across these waters, and you're staring at a space so massive you could drop all of Europe inside and still have room. This expanse serves as the central circulatory system for the modern economy. Over 70% of the world's oil, alongside massive volumes of commercial cargo, travels directly across these waves. Geographically, it bridges four major economic zones. It connects the oil fields of the Middle East, the mineral wealth of Africa, the booming markets of India, and the manufacturing hubs of Southeast Asia. Because nearly all of this wealth must pass through a single continuous waterway, whoever dictates the terms of navigation here commands a massive share of global trade. Right in the center of this network sits India. The country's peninsula projects southward like a fortress, armed with a sprawling coastline of over 7,500 kilometers that drops directly into the deep water. That geography grants India a massive exclusive economic zone, a legally recognized marine territory giving the nation rights to all the fish, oil, and natural gas within it. This zone extends outward to cover 2.3 million square kilometers. When billions of dollars in trade and resources sit exposed in open water, heavy military presence quickly follows. Global powers continuously patrol these shipping lanes, keeping a close, armed watch on each other's movements. Yet, while these nations position their fleets to lock down the shipping routes, they are fighting to command an environment that actively resists human control. The same atmospheric conditions that allow for smooth sailing can violently reverse. The Bay of Bengal acts as an incubator for massive, high-velocity cyclones that routinely batter the surrounding coastlines. Far below the hull of any cargo ship, the geology is equally volatile. The ocean floor is fractured by highly active tectonic plates that constantly grind together, triggering sudden underwater earthquakes. When those plates snap, they displace millions of tons of water in an instant. In 2004, one of these ruptures generated a tsunami that struck multiple coastlines and claimed the lives of over 200,000 people. The modern world relies on these waters for economic survival, but every ship navigating this route is sailing directly over an active geological hazard. Along the surface, the environment projects a deceptive calm. The Maldives and the Seychelles offer white sands and crystal-clear waters, making them famous tourist destinations. However, the very water that isolates these islands is slowly consuming them. Rising sea levels are steadily advancing up the shorelines, threatening to completely submerge these low-lying landmasses in the near future. Below the waves, the food chain stretches from the massive blue whale down to highly aggressive apex predators like the great white and tiger sharks. Drop further into the sunless trenches near the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and the pressure mounts. Down here, life has adapted into bizarre forms that thrive in total darkness. From fragile human settlements on the surface to biology hiding in the darkest trenches, every living thing here is walking a tightrope of survival. Beyond the extreme weather and the brutal food chain, this ocean harbors a structural anomaly that defies standard geology, a puzzle scientists call the Indian Ocean Gravity Anomaly. Earth's gravity isn't completely uniform, but here the irregularity is drastic. Deep within the Earth's mantle beneath this specific region, a deficit in mass causes the actual gravitational pull to weaken significantly. Because of this lower gravity, the ocean itself is physically pulled away from the area by the stronger gravitational forces surrounding it, creating a massive, localized dip in the sea level. Researchers have mapped the region and theorized about ancient sunken tectonic plates, but the precise subterranean mechanics creating this massive deficit remain unconfirmed. We can plot our trade routes, measure the depths, and station warships at every choke point, but underneath the heavy traffic and economic posturing, we are sailing across a force of nature that we cannot tame and still do not fully understand.